Hey, here's another installment of CGC unboxing. Just got these fresh from Sarasota. It's a big box, so let's just dive in and see what's in there. But here we have, look at this. So I sent some Star Wars books over here. Here's the first one, Star Wars 70. And if you can see it, let me get a good view of it. Yeah, that one came back a 9.8 as expected. This book, by the way, I listed these books on my eBay store for a few months, and I listed them as potential 9.8 candidates with, you know, obviously without submitting them yet. So I just finally took them off eBay and then submitted them. It took about like 2 months to get here. So this is the first one. It's a really nice, cool cover over here of the whole cast. And originally I wanted to get it signed by lasting members of the original crew, but then I said, like, you know, screw it. Let me just go and get it graded. And I'm glad I did. I got a 9.8 on that one. White pages to boot. Where am I going to position these? Ooh, let's put them over here. Second one is a Thor 9.8 as well. That is Simonson run that I'm a really big fan of, and you know, I sent a few of those. Those I got. These, by the way, the Star Wars, you're gonna see there's gonna be a few of them, a few more of them coming. Those I got off of eBay. I got like I'll post the screenshot if I still have it of the original purchase. I think I spent like maybe 35 bucks or 40 bucks, maybe like 45 bucks with shipping for those Star Wars. So it was like maybe Star Wars, those were probably like 12 books in there. So it came down to about like what, like maybe $2 each or less. Same thing with this guy. I got this with a stash of Thors, this from the Simonson run. There was a 337 as well. But that one I sold. I didn't think it's going to make the cut. I didn't think it's going to make 9.8. I should have probably kept it, and sent it in. But yeah, they were pristine. You know, I'll share with you a screenshot of that as well. Got a nice 9.8 on with white pages. So far, so good. Next, another Thor. This is 338 9.8 again. Great. That's the second appearance of Battery, and yeah, nice cover again. Simonson never disappoints. I'm a big fan of Simonson, and actually an even bigger fan of Art Adams, which you know took his chops from Simonson. And this is a cover that I'm happy to have. White pages as well. This I'm probably not going to sell because I'm you know love the cover. Composition wise, and I have a thing for bright white covers or yellow, anything bright always pops out to the eye, and composition is always amazing with Walt. Next one we have 9.8. Look at that. Woo. And this one is just I'm a big Rick Leonardi fan. For no other reason that, again, I had this in the whole run of Spider-Man 2099 from 1 to 45, and they were all in amazing shape. I mean, when I tell you, I kid you not, they're all in amazing grade. So I just picked some of the covers that I liked. Not too many. There's a couple of other books over here from the same run. The Chromium cover. Well, we'll see how that came. And again, 9.8, so I'm happy. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's one of my favorite covers. This one's going for my PC, 9.8, off-white. I'll take it. Beautiful cover of Power Girl. That's her first solo run, and I've been a fan ever since. This is before she had a boob reduction. Actually, that's before, well, never mind. Kopberg and Hoberger are doing a spectacular job with that book. Giordano inked Gamble on the cover over here, and outstanding. 9.8, really happy with that. I'm 5 for 5. Woo! backrest. All right, let's see where we go with this. How am I going to carry this out? Same thing. Yep. There we go. All right, so let's do it a little different instead of like let's try and not ruin the surprise here. Stack them backwards and upside down so I can pull them out without seeing what the grade is prior to sharing it with you. Here comes another one. We got another Star Wars over here from the same run. Star Wars 78, Generation 1 Star Wars Marvel. Beautiful cover. Yes, we're at 9.8. Whoo! Yeah, I knew when I got that batch, that batch of books, they looked pristine. White pages again. I'm very happy when I get copper and bronze books that are you know, good quality, 9.8 grade at least, and white pages. I mean, like you just don't find these out too often. So yeah, pretty cool book, cool cover, and again, I was pretty confident with the quality of the condition of the book. So here we go. Let me put that right next to the Star Wars. We got Star Wars 70, Star Wars 78. Another one coming out. Ooh, excited right now. 698s. Let's see where it goes. You ready? Star Wars 79. Ooh, I'm getting nervous now. Woo, baby. 9.8 again. Love it. Look at that. White pages. Oh, I'm happy. I am so happy with that batch of books that I got. I paid close to nothing for it. You know, honestly, getting into it, I didn't know what I'm going to get. Sometimes you just go with, the seller that sold it, I think, was rather new to this. He listed them as good, if I'm not mistaken, the whole batch of books. But clearly, he probably just meant that they were in good shape without knowing what good really means. But good basically is not good. But clearly, they were much better than that. Classic run. First Star Wars run. This is a later issue. Well, not really late, but I mean, like, it's right there when the series started to go more after original stories as opposed to embracing the original trilogy. And again, the art, really nice. I think Tom Palmer, who was a French, Friends and Palmer did the cover art. Bringing us to another one. Where are we with that? Another Star Wars, beautiful Darth Vader cover. Let's see what I got on that one. Whoo, 9.8 again. Yep. Beautiful. White pages. Yeah, the same team, Franz and Palmer, and this is the classic, beautiful Darth Vader cover. I love the composition again over here. Those are some great times with Marvel when they hired artists who were more familiar with the characters that they're drawing, not just like hire artists to fill in an issue. And you could see that in the sinister portrayal of Darth Vader and the whole background, darkish, kind of noir style background, and very striking colors. Beautiful. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh, all right, so here's something a little bit newer. Batman 638. Red Hood reveals himself as Jason Todd. Obviously, you know this book. That's the second print variant. And 9.8. No surprise there. That book was pretty mint. Actually, I wouldn't be... There's nothing on that cover. I mean, like, this whole book is pristine. I actually wouldn't even be surprised if it came back a 9.9 or anything north of that. But needless to say, I'm never, when I send books to grade, I never expect them to come higher than 9.8. I did receive a couple of books back 9.9 and 10s before in the past, but they were like modern stuff, much more modern than this bad boy. But yeah, happy. I'm happy there with this one. I got both of them 9.8. I got the original as well, the first print of my previous submission. So probably add it to the original that I have. I was thinking of keeping the original, the first print, and then selling that one, but I'll probably just keep them both of the set since they both came up high grade. Okay, what we got here? Oh, it's a book that's I don't know if it's still trending or not. This is first appearance of Damian as Batman. First full appearance, I should say, before I get in trouble over here and get people to yell at me. What the most important thing is, what grade did I get on? 9.8. Yep, 9.8 it is. Modern books is kind of like a no-brainer. I mean, as far as like getting them up to grade. If I notice even like a slightest spine take on a modern, I wouldn't even bother with it. But everything is great. By the way, let me pull just one of them, just because I know that there's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter right now about like books being like, oh, this one looks like it looks like it's flat. Nothing looks like it's being disturbed in the case. I know that there's a lot of talk about like CGC squashing books in their cases. I have not seen anything up until now. Well, I haven't inspected the other ones, but up until now, as far as submitting books, I've never received something that was disappointing. There used to be a time where I used to get a lot of Newton rings in the cases. The reflection that from the book or from the inkwell hitting the plastic. But I had a few of those. I wasn't too happy with them, but I mean, like, it is what it is. Okay, this is a Wolverine number 10. Another great book that it's one of the books that I always like the cover. Sienkiewicz did a spectacular job with that, and it's an epic book. I think it's one of the first books where Wolvie was fighting Sabretooth. First appearance of Silver Fox, as well, as you know. It's a sleeper. 9.8. Wow. Yep. I was pretty confident with that as well. Back cover was that Dave McKean that did the back cover as well. He was an artist that was peaking back then, and I don't know whatever happened to him, but that was a great run. The first Wolvie run, not the limited series was great as well, but the first one was great. Happy with that. White pages as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 books. I'm 11, 9/8. Next one. Oh, all right. So here's a book that I had for a while, and I have a thing for Twin Towers depictions and covers. This one is obviously has some sort of like an eerie similarity to 9/11, with the twins being all battered there. One of them looks like it's coming up in smokes. It's a cover that not a lot of people talk about. I've had a few copies. That one I've had for a while, and I said I always kept it in the to grade books. I've been sitting on that one for a while. Let's see what it came up. 9.8. Yeah, definitely. It's an Elseworlds book as well. Great cover, and again, a depiction of the Twin Towers with an eerie resemblance to 9/11. Definitely a book for the PC. Not many of those. There was a time that I was looking for a 9.8 online, but just because there's not a lot of chatter and a lot of talk about that book, then I rarely see them ever come in grade at all, let alone graded. I will be curious to see what's the census is on that one. Next one. Okay, this is a special book here, see. This is Silver Stuffer number 1 that appeared in an exclusive DVD set from Target, and that was distributed in 2007. I don't know how many of those were released, but I just can't find any of them online, and I've had that for a while, and again, it was in pristine condition. I had to send a grade. I've seen one of them that was actually listed for, I want to say, like $1,500. I didn't follow it. I was watching it for a while, but then it just disappeared. So I don't know if the seller got his price or not. I'm sure that they won't sell for that much, but it's one of those books that like really you never get to see that often online. I would be very curious to see what's the or get a hint into what the print run is on these, because I'm sure it's very minimal. And the grade is 9.8. Yep, no shock there. Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised with, I was actually curious if CGC is going to grade this, because it's an ash can size, or however you call these. So I didn't know if they're going to grade it, or if they're just going to reject it, saying that it doesn't meet their requirement as far as the, because I submitted all these in modern tier. It does fit the bill as modern, but as far as size wise, I didn't know if they're going to do it like, treat it like magazine size, because even though it's smaller, I think that when you encase it in with the different inner sleeve, I don't know if they count it as modern or not, but so now you know they do. So I guess ash cans do belong in modern tier. Okay, next one, what do we have? Yeah, that's the other Spider-Man 2099. They're submitted number 30. It's like again, Leonardi shot. Actually, it's not. It's Robinson after Leonardi, but still a very striking cover, nonetheless, and a great series. I got the whole run again in very, very high grade. So I gotta send it over and see. Now that I see that they're coming in good grade, I should definitely consider getting the other ones graded. 9.8. Beautiful. Is that a chromium, if I'm not mistaken? No, it's probably not. Yep, I don't see anything that will suggest that they're being squeezed or bent or anything like that. Very pretty book. We got a few more to come, a few more to go. All right, this is a special Andy Joe father and son Kubert cover. So it's the variant of Flash Fastest Man Alive. Again, I think it's a 1 to 20 ratio variant cover. I thought that it would probably do very well grade wise, so I submitted it. I'm a big fan of Kubert, more like his war, classic war comics, weird war tales and other things they've done. Sergeant Rock back in the day, but great cover nonetheless over here. 9.8. Beauty. Excellent. Very nice. Yeah, the cases are nice. No scratches. So I'm happy. I gotta tell you, I mean, like this turns out to be a really, really solid submission for me so far. I mean, like, again, these are not like mega key big grails or anything like that. So, but these are books that I was sitting on for quite a while, and always wanted them to get graded. I was confident with what they'll come back as. Alan Earth. Wow, it got stuck in there. So, it's the last batch of books over here. Let's see how they're coming on. It's really got squeezed in there. Let's see about that, but that's good. What do we have over here? X-Men 156, Starjammer's appearance. Yeah, Dave Cochran cover. Pretty neat book. 9.8 grade. Off white to white. Okay, I'll take it. Very, very cool cover. And even cooler grade. Awesome. I'm liking this. I am liking this a lot. Next one is Here we go with another. Oh, all right. So this is McFarlane, a McFarlane Hulk from '88. What is it? '88 or '87? Yeah. It was before he started to do Spidey books. He had a short stint that he did Incredible Hulks. I don't think he did the cover on that one. Yeah, McLeod did the cover, but McFarlane book as well. 98 white pages. Yes, sir, Bob. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. All right. Yeah, I never did well with the grade on these, actually, on the Incredible. I sent a few of them. I sent a 340. At some point, I had a Mark Jeweler 340. That got a 9. Can't remember if it was a 9.4 or 9.6. I never got anything. I never got a. Well, I didn't submit too many Hulks from that time period, but that one came in '98. So great. Next one. How we go about that? Is a. All right, that's a. King X-Men 275. Beautiful Jim Lee cover. Now that I remember, I thought was an interesting book. I didn't know how it's going to grade because it's a gatefold, and even though I didn't press that one, I didn't know if it just because it was stacked for such a long time with that overlapping the interior, I didn't know how a CGC is going to treat it, just because it has, it has a very faint line over here on the side that from the cover being pressed on the paper. So I wouldn't be surprised if I got something. 9.8, baby. Whoo! Wraparound gated cover. Yep, gatefold cover. That's a beauty. That one goes straight to the PC. Again, it's not a gray or anything like that. It's not a big dollar book, but it's definitely a Jim Lee classic. And I honestly really loved Jim's work back then. I think that after that, naturally, just like many other artists, even though he never lost his adage, I mean, like he clearly is a remarkable artist. But I think that back then, composition-wise and detail-wise, he was on point. The back cover is actually even nicer, I think. I mean, like this whole background composition of Magneto and Rogue over there, just amazing to me. Yep, happy with this one. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9/8. Woo! The whole thing came to about, like, I think, what is it, like 600? I got 25. I usually send like 25 a clip. Usually, yeah, I think it's like 612 bucks. So let's see what I'm getting over here. Watch like how they're all going to be like 9085 now. All right, let's see here. All right, this is a Greg Land cover, variant cover. Again, not a key, just a very pretty cover over here of Greg Land and X-Men 505. 9.8. Modern book, I'm not really shocked when I get 9.8s because, again, they're the quality is it's been preserved a lot better. Yep, I'm happy with that. We are here at where we're going back into. That's another copper or bronze. Yeah, 4. That's from the same run that I told you they got for like 35 bucks. I swear to God, I got I think there were like 40 books over there, and they're all pristine. This is a little older. That's not the Simonson run. 335. Just still well, that's considered a bronze basically. It's 1983, but I guess it's just a couple of issues earlier. I just sent this because the condition was just very. It looked very good. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a 9.8 and I got a 9.8 and white pages to boot. It's a Sinkowick cover, by the way, which is rare. I don't think he did too many covers on that run, if at all. I can't remember any others. Beautiful. Maybe we should get it signed by him. Wow, 9.8s. Keep them coming. Here's another 4. Obviously, first appearance of Stormbreaker. That was a big book when the movie came out. But I had it for quite a while and in a good shape, so I figured, like, what the heck, I'm just gonna get it graded. Let's see what I got. 9.8. 9.8 again. Wow. This has been like the best submission I've sent ever. I mean, it doesn't really shock me because I was very confident with the grades. Sometimes I get disappointed where I expected it to be 9.8. Obviously, naturally, they come back like anything, south of that. But I understand. I mean, I'm not perfect, and I wouldn't. But when you think about it, 9.8 is not a perfect grade either. So I mean, there's that. Here's another 4 from the Simonson run, 342. Great cover. 9.8. It's almost getting boring at this point. Love this cover. Yep, these look. I mean, I think they must have gotten their act together. I guess, like from what I was hearing, I was actually a little. There were 2 things that were concerning me. I was a little worried about. Is the whole Ben Banana situation going on, and obviously right now there's a hurricane that's forming, and I didn't know. Hopefully, I mean, I get all my stuff insured, but still, nobody wants to get anything damaged, even if it's insured. 3 more books to go. Wow, 9.8. It's 9.8 galore so far. Here's a Thor 344. First appearance of Malekith. This book, I'm probably gonna spec on this going in the future. I mean, I know I had its ups and downs. It's a great cover, by the way. Art Adams borrowed a lot from Simonson's composition. You'd see a lot of old Art Adams books, and they all look like you'd have all the villains coming from the sides, and then the main character, or whoever the person is, on the bottom. He has done a lot he has borrowed a lot from Simonson. Another great cover, another great grade. 9.8. Two more to go. We'll do them back to back. How about that? Oh, all right. Well, these are. I don't really collect these, but I've recognized The Simpsons to be quite the cult following. I actually scored a set of these newsstands, Simpsons #1. The difference between actually the direct edition and the newsstand, this being the direct edition, is that not only does it have the barcode with the newsstand edition, but it also is missing the poster. This has a poster, but the newsstand variant edition does not have it. So it's a fun fact. 9.8. And the last one, oh my God, the last one is 9.8 as well. I saw it from the top over here. I ruined the whole surprise. Yeah, Don Rosa, Uncle Scrooge. I have a whole set of late Uncle Scrooge. The run doesn't have. It's kind of like there's like a niche market for the late Uncle Scrooge run from Gladstone, and I do have a few newsstands by them. So I kind of tested the water by submitting one to see what kind of grade I'll get on it. And now that I have the rest of them, I'll probably follow suit and send the rest of them to get graded as well. Those are great covers, great fun stories, and very hard to find and grade, or in general. Wow. 25 books, all in all 9/8. Who would have thunk it? This is to date my best submission ever. I mean, like usually I get a lot of 9/8s with the books that I'm confident with, but not the whole run. Wow. Good job, CGC, and I'm going to inspect these books thoroughly. If anything jumps into mind, I'll share with you right after this. Wow. If you have any questions or comments, shoot me a message. If you want to buy any of these books, they're probably going to be posted on my eBay store. And on my eBay store as well, I do have a lot of raw books that I usually what I do is I'll inspect them, and I'll obviously make sure they're up to snuff. And I don't send books to CGC often, although now after looking at that, I may start sending more often books now. But usually what I'll do is I'll go through a box, and if I'll see some that are like of 9/8 or higher qualities, I'll just list them as raw, and price them accordingly. But not obviously a 9/8 price is a fraction of that. But if you guys go to my store, you can see a lot of raw books that I have over there that I'm about to send to get graded. So if you get them before I send them, your luck. I may just pull them out. No. Anyways, it's been fun doing this video. Let me know if you guys have any comments or anything you want to add, or anything you got to say. And other than that, easy.